Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Paul Cruz Sales Agency. This is the weekly live follow-up call, close call. Now, in this video, what you're going to watch and hopefully what you're going to learn is how I box this prospect in and how we're both looking forward to having a relationship. This is a close call. Now, let me just give a little background so you understand this video. I spoke to this prospect. Now, this prospect is a potential client for one of my clients that hired my company to produce sales for them. They're in the facility management industry. Okay. Now, so this prospect that I've spoken with 2 times prior to this call wants to move forward with my client's company. And he had a little issue that if I'm able to resolve and I'm able to put a strategy together, he'll be willing to move forward. So the great news is that I was able to do that. Now, in this call, he's explaining to me the situation, and I'm addressing to him the experience that I have and what we've done in the past with his similar situation. So he's very excited about it because he wants to move forward with my client company because they have a track record with this company, and I'm in the middle. So I'm producing sales for my clients. So now, as we're going in the conversation, what I want you to learn and understand that he's telling me to send him the contract. And my response to that is, once we agree on terms and pricing, then I will send you the contract. Why do I do that? Here's the reason why this is important. Never ever send a proposal or a contract to a prospect unless you're absolutely sure that you both are on the same page, meaning this, that he agrees to the pricing, he agrees to your strategy, he agrees to your solution, that he agrees to the relationship, that he wants to move forward. That's important to know, that's important to understand, and it's important that you do that prior to sending out any contract. Why? Again, because what happens in this particular industry, most of the people make decisions based on the price, not the value. So they're always looking for dirt cheap prices, but they wind up getting really, really bad quality, or really bad service. Let's put it that way. What I do is I get them to think about value. I get them to think about relationship. And I get them to think about how we're going to work together that's going to help their company. Because at the end of the day, it's all about value. And a valuable relationship will always produce results, and you always make money together. Does that make sense? So once he agreed to that, then I follow up with the contracts. Now, after this call that I made with the client, we actually did another follow-up call to get the contract in his hand. So he agreed to my strategy, my solutions. I was able to provide for him. And guess what? We're going to be in business. He's signing the contract. Now, here's one more thing about sending a contract. Because what happens is, if you haven't solidified the relationship and they haven't bought into it, and you send them a proposal or a contract, they're going to find a reason to decline based on the stipulations of the contract, which means you didn't really have a solid relationship. Because if you have a solid relationship and you build that bond, then you can figure out the stipulations in the contract because they want to move the relationship forward. Does that make sense? So buckle up, watch the video, really pay attention. This is a close. I closed this deal. So you need to pay attention, the objections he has or the concerns he has, and how I'm able to deal with it, and how am I able to box him in to get him to agree on the pricing, and then I will follow with the contract. Anyway, buckle up, watch the video, share your comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscription button below, tap the notification, and now for the introduction. for a close for one of my clients, and let's see what happens. I think it's a deal, but I never take it for granted because I always go through the process, and that's the most important part, the selling process. Because if you got a weak selling process, you're gonna have a weak outcome. So let me try to get my notes here. Try to find the Scott Hammer. All right, let's see what we got here. What's going on? Hi, may I speak with Scott? Which one? Scott Harris. Thank you, ma'am.
Scott.
Hey, Scott. Good morning. It's Paul Cruz, Bright Solutions. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing good.
Hey, good. Listen, I just want to thank you for meeting with my person yesterday. I do appreciate that, and I got some, good news as far as pricing and things like that. Okay, you have a few seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I was thinking.
You're going to email it to me, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I just want to talk to you about it first, and if you agree to it, then I'll send you, the actual proposal, and then we can move forward. And I like to keep things simple. It's easier for everybody. You know what I mean? So here's the deal. Okay, I gave you a price the other day for the Jan. I think it was like 41, 42, and I know you're at 27. And I went back to Sal. We were talking about, building a long-term relationship, and I know that you have a big location there. And the lady you have, I know you're happy with her, but she probably needs some help because if she's one person doing all that, I think that's a lot of work for one person, in my personal view. You know what I mean? But we always try to do things to accommodate people to give more value as well. So what we can do for the janitorial, we can actually do it for 3,100, which is $400 more than what you're paying right now. And the thing that we can do is, if you're really happy with her, we might be able to bring her under the umbrella of my vendor. We do that when the opportunity presents itself. We do offer those things because if you're happy with her and everybody likes her, and I know she does a lot of work, but she may need help, that's something that we can do and bring her in at 3,100. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. Are you open to that?
I am. I don't know what her situation is.
Okay.
I don't want to lose her.
No, of course. I get that. Does she work for a company or is she the owner?
No, she works for a company.
Oh, she works for a company. Okay.
Like
So
Janet King or something like that.
yeah, Janet King, they're a franchise. Yeah, I know who they are. What happens is this. What we would do is the vendor, right, will offer her maybe a little bit more pay than what she's paying, and then she could be hired under our company, the vendor's company. We do that quite often when the opportunity presents itself. In a case like yours, then she'll have more support. We may put somebody else in there with her to help her because you got a big location. So we want to make sure that she's not, being overworked or anything like that. And sometimes that's what the Jan Pros do and the Janet Kings. Does that make sense? So we will have to speak with her and, with the vendor. And if she says yes, then we can make that transaction. Like I said, it'll be an extra $500, but it'll be worth it because not only do you keep somebody good, but you're always going to see how we work as a company. And we offer everything else. We do docks, we do HVACs, we do everything else that you would need to maintain the facilities: landscaping, pest control, plumbing, roofing. we do it all. Does that make sense? So we do everything under one umbrella. So would you be open to that if she's open to it? Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in the agreement, and also for the dock 5 and the 2 apron, right? We're at $4,700 a month. Okay.
Okay.
So I just wanted you to know that.
That's 5 days a week for the dock and 2 days for the apron.
Right, 2 days for the apron. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
2 days. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
No, I need to visit with our group about it, but yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the proposal. Now, what I would like to do is I'm going to have Joseph probably, Joseph is the president, right? And what may happen is I'm going to have him call you, and maybe he'll need to speak to, what's the lady's name that you would like to keep? What's her name?
Maria.
Maria? And she's with Jan Pro, right? You said?
Janet King.
Oh, Janet King. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, they're a franchise. I know who they are. Okay. So that may be an opportunity to bring it in. You know, we'll give, you know, the vendor may give a little bit of raise, which is what we usually do, and that might be a good fit. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the proposals, 2 separate ones, one for the Jan with Maria, and then a separate one for the docs. Okay. Is that good? Okay. And then call me when you get it if you have any questions on it. And then when do you want me to follow up with you on this?
We'll talk to her. And
Okay. Do you have a number we can call her? Or?
today, she doesn't speak English.
She doesn't speak English?
Not really. We have multiple people here that can talk to her.
Okay. I speak Spanish. Don't worry.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's really sweet. And main thing is she comes to work every day.
Right. She's dependable, right?
Yeah. Dependable, and she's just trying to feed her family. So.
Right. No, I understand. And, you know, we deal with that quite often. And, you know, I'll talk with her, you know, and see, you know, what she wants to do. And then what happens is basically she'll be, instead of working for Janet King, she'll be working for us. And she'll probably get a little bit more money, which will help her out. And, you know, it'll be worth it. Okay. So what time is she usually there?
She's here now. So probably from 10 to noon, and then she comes back at like 6:30 or 7 tonight.
Okay, so she's leaving now, right?
She's probably here till 12.
Okay, what time do you have there?
Well, it's 11:15.
Oh, you're 1 hour ahead. Okay. All right, let me do this. Let me put the proposal together. Let me speak to the president of the company, and maybe what I'll do is I'll call you back and speak with Maria. Okay?
Sounds good.
That sounds good? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye, Scott. Bye. All right, that's a deal. So what happens is with this client is we have vendors that do janitorial, right? So you know, they like the person they have, but they don't like the company they work for, and they've had it for a while. But she does a lot of work that is made for 3 people, and she does it herself. So they know that she needs help. So we might take her under umbrella and get 2 different contracts. One for janitorial for cleaning the building, the other one is for the docks. But this is an exciting deal. That's a close. And so once he agreed to the pricing, then I send the contract, because I don't send contracts out and then we have to keep going back and forth. I want them to agree to the deal, agree to the pricing, agree to the process. And then when they get a contract, it has more value for them. Does that make sense? Anyway, I hope that was helpful. That's my follow-up close. It wasn't a long one, but it was right to the point. And sometimes you just got to do that with people. Just go right to the point, because you did all the pre-selling. Well, I did all the pre-selling in the first 2 conversations. So now we already have a relationship. We have a bond. We have an understanding. And now we want to do business. Anyway, hope that was helpful. Talk to you later. Have a fantastic day.